What's up, everyone? It's Kadi with MoneyVest. So Meta here hitting new all-time highs with a market cap of just over $1.3 trillion. And in this video, I wanted to break down a couple different reasons as to why we're seeing such strong momentum for this company. And this is, again, one of the biggest case studies for us and our channel here at MoneyVest, because Meta, we've been talking about this for 3 years now, over 3 years. And originally when I first started investing in this company, we did see a very, very brutal 2022. Again, we went through the whole process of, talking about the earnings, talking about the company's vision in the metaverse, talking about Mark Zuckerberg and his vision for the company. And, in 2022, I still remember, a lot of people kind of gave up on the company, thought that Meta was dead. Meta is, going to be nowhere to be found in the next 10 years. And well, next 12, 18 months, before you know it, it is now back up to all-time highs, trading way beyond the previous high here, $1.3 trillion market cap, and rallying a little bit over 500% during that time that we have seen Meta just absolutely crush it against the S&P 500 and the markets overall. So this right here is the monthly chart for Meta, going from low $80 to now well over $500, almost 500% gain month after month after month here, just ripping to new all-time highs. So congratulations to everyone who kind of stuck through us and our analysis and our confidence here in this company. It has done really well. So of course, congratulations to everyone who's made some good money, some good gains on this company here. So going over, by the way, do check out the links down below for our Discord and Patreon if you want to join. Again, access all the members only private videos, all the Excel spreadsheets, our moneyvest.com platform very soon, and link to our Discord is going to be down below if you're interested in joining us. And also you get access to all the trade alerts and options alerts, and also do connect with me on Instagram. My handle is going to be CASWRP. Now, one of the reasons for Meta to rally this week, this week the stock is up, I think, over 4 or 5%. It's up a little bit over 3%, but we have seen a bigger breakout, back to new all-time highs here, well over $518. It's because of one of the reasons has been this. This is a pretty big deal. So U.S. House to vote next week on TikTok crackdown bill. So reading further, you'll notice that there is a bill that's been passed here in the House of Representatives. Will fast track a vote next week on legislation that would give China's ByteDance 6 months to divest from the short video app TikTok or face a U.S. ban after committee unanimously approved the measure Thursday, and the Energy and Commerce Committee 50-0 vote represents the most significant momentum for U.S. crackdown on TikTok, which has about 170 million U.S. users. So if enacted, the bill would give ByteDance, which is the parent company, just over 5 months to sell TikTok. So basically divest their operations with ByteDance. If not divested by that date, it would be illegal for app store operators such as Apple and Google to make it available for download. And the bill also contemplates similar prohibitions for other apps controlled by foreign adversary companies. It's the most aggressive legislation targeting TikTok to come out of the congressional committee since the company's CEO Xu testified in front of lawmakers last year. And this right here was from Representative Kathy McMorris Rogers. Today, we will take the first step in creating a long overdue laws to protect Americans from the threat posed by apps controlled by our adversaries, and to send a very strong message that the U.S. will always stand up for our values and for our freedom. Of course, people who are TikTok creators, people who are, businesses on TikTok, they're all going to struggle, and they're all going to actually obviously get impacted by this. And this is exactly what TikTok said. They mentioned that legislation has a predetermined outcome, a total ban on TikTok in the United States, and the government is attempting to strip 170 million Americans of their constitutional right to free expression, and this will damage millions of businesses, deny artists an audience, and destroy the livelihoods of countless creators across the country as well. So that's actually one of the reasons why Meta obviously is rallying, because Meta is a very significant competitor, social media competitor to TikTok. And that was actually one of the biggest reasons why Meta was selling off the way it did back in 2022, is not only because the ad business was starting to slow down a little bit, and we did see active accounts or daily active, engaged accounts starting to kind of stabilize, but there was fears around this competition because of TikTok's growth. I, to this day, precisely remember doing multiple videos around this time, going over TikTok's competition and TikTok as a company. And time again, I mentioned that there is an opportunity for both of these companies to coexist at the same time. It's not TikTok or Meta, it is TikTok and Meta, and for both of them to coexist at the same time, because screen time for both of these companies were up, engagement for both of these companies were up, and of course Mark Zuckerberg took the smart idea to launch Reels, which have obviously done really well since then also, and the engagement is up, which brings me to my second point why Meta is rallying the way it is over $500, because of the generative AI powered Reels recommended by the platform as well. So the test began late last year. This right here was from the Meta. I think the social media sort of Allison basically said that Meta saw an 8 to 10% gain in watch time for Reels on Facebook. So that is, again, the new model architecture to recommend videos to users. And she also said that what that told us is that new model architecture is learning from the data much more efficiently than the previous generation, and scaling that model up to the rest of Facebook is part of the company's technology roadmap through 2026. So generative AI, video recommendations, and kind of learning from the behavior, from the user behavior. I kid you not, like when I'm on Instagram Reels, and if I'm like sharing these things, when I'm actually sending or sharing Reels to my friends and family members, or if I'm liking something, the algorithm's picking up on that, and I'm really starting to get a lot of the very similar content that's super engaging, and the algorithm is actually really, really good. I kid you not, like I could spend a lot of time watching Reels. I try to not do that, but the algorithm's really good in that sort of entertainment type way, where it can recommend you some of the best things that are out there that are interesting for you. So those are the couple reasons that Meta is seeing a very nice move to the upside. Market cap, like I said, well over 1.3 trillion. And now let's talk a little bit about the fundamentals, right? So I mean, the company has consistently generated good revenues, good gross profits, good operating income. It's been always profitable. Share count has been pretty stable and almost coming down in the last couple of years. Diluted earnings per share, everything's been fantastic. Profitability is really good with excellent margins you can see across the board. We've got a very good balance sheet with more cash than debt on the balance sheet here. The valuation, of course, has taken a significant rise over the last, I would say, a couple of years. I mean, now it's trading at 34. I remember a time when Meta was in the 10s, in the 10-time earnings multiples, and that's when it was very, very funny. It was like comedy, because Meta, like a company like Meta, which was super profitable, excellent balance sheet, phenomenal growth potential, was trading at such a low valuation multiple. And now it's 3 times that. It's trading at 34, 35 times earnings multiple, with the price to sales trading at just a little bit under 10. And of course, price to cash flow a little bit over 16 to 18 times at the moment. So, I mean, one could argue that, okay, Meta is a solid company. Agreed. Excellent balance sheet. I'm with you. Fantastic potential for growth here. Lots of generative AI, and it has the potential to get to 2 trillion or perhaps even over $2 trillion market cap over the long term. But considering how much it's rallied here, considering the technical conditions here on the weekly time frame of how overbought it is, $517, it just depends what type of investor you really are. Are you okay paying 34, 35 times earnings here? Because I'm personally not. My fair value obviously is a lot lower for Meta. But if you are, looking at the momentum, if you're looking for, 10 plus years out, 517, I would say, is okay. It's not the best price, because remember, when you are investing in anything, doesn't matter whether it's stocks, when you are investing in anything, you're looking for very, very good deals. You're looking for something that hasn't already rallied 400, 500%. You want to be looking for something that has the potential to rally 400, 500%. And Meta, just ask yourself, like, is it really going to rally 400% from here? It's already a $1.3 trillion market cap. Going to 2.6 trillion is a 100% gain. Is a 100% gain for Meta to go from 1.3 to 2.6 trillion. So double from here, 100% gain, which was like a month for Meta in the past, is going to require another 1.3 trillion. So ask yourself, is that possible? It's possible, but it's really low probability outcome. So the bottom line is that Meta, of course, is now trading at a bit of a premium. I would say that it's trading at a premium valuation, technically very overbought, of course. So at 517, 518, not a buy for me. Of course, if you own the stock already, it's much rather hold at these prices for the long term, again, depending on the time frames. If you're looking at short term, of course, very overbought. I would stay away from trading it on the long side, and I would stay away from trading on the short side as well, because you would be trading against the trend, and you never want to be trading against the trend here. Unless, of course, there's confirmation for the price action to start rolling over, start breaking down certain moving averages, and there is confirmation for us to short. Otherwise, it is still got a lot of momentum to the upside. And again, those are some couple catalysts why Meta is of course, rallying the way it is. So support level is going to stay put at 450. That is going to be that level to keep in mind. So this right here, very, very important support level to watch for Meta, and we'll keep a close eye on that price. As always, if you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, make sure that you drop a like, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Link to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below. As always, happy investing. I'll see you all in the next video.